my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and I'm joined with Mark, Suddenly Comics, and we are the Price Variants, and we are looking at the Silver Age market analysis. No longer the hottest Silver Age comics of the week. That has been killed. Should have been killed a long time ago. But
because it wasn't very accurate, was it?
It wasn't very accurate, but I was clinging. I was clinging to hope. And when I didn't get my prediction, I gave up all hope. I burned all my comics, as you can see. And I don't know. So, yeah. This video actually, I titled it. I titled it differently than you did. I titled it "The Aftermath of the Signature Auction."
Okay.
Because this is the auction where it's like right after, like literally right after the signature auction. So usually the prices are horrible. Like, well, not good for buyers. Like, this is the best time to buy.
It is. You know, yeah, we've spotted this before. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to see some interesting prices. I didn't pick the usual suspects, though. So even one of them you might think is the usual suspect, but it's not. So it should be a pretty interesting list.
Right, so first item on here should be that one. There we go. I think I've got it.
Okay, so Mark's going to share his screen and we'll see something, hopefully. We'll see some exciting new things. Hi, Andy, Comic Covers. Okay, so first one. This is one I keep on missing out on. I wanted to get this book.
Yeah, me too. I like this one.
This is on my want list, and I keep on missing out on it. And it always goes for cheap on Heritage. If you try to buy this on eBay, you know, it's about $400. It's like always like expensive. And it's hard.
This is from a TV show, isn't it, Alan?
Yeah, it's from the Dark Shadows TV show. Like Johnny Depp did a movie where he, you know, brought it back to popularity. But the Dark Shadows comic, this one, really hard to get in a blue label. And there's a few issues with it where there's a poster that comes with it.
Yeah, yeah.
So usually people like always would take out the poster. So getting it with the blue label is actually quite challenging.
I mean, Alan, look at the number of spine ticks on this.
Yeah, it's an 8.0.
Yeah, but should it have all these spine ticks here? You're not allowed that number of spine ticks on an 8.0, are you? Look at them all.
You're allowed probably about 10.
Okay.
And the thing is, it's like a black cover. So even if it's like a really small spine tick, in theory, it shows as if it's like a massive gash across the comic or something. It just everything will show, right? In a black cover.
There are dark shadows on the Dark Shadow comic.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's really hard to get it in that high grade. So this is actually a solid grade for this book. Hi, Andy. Really nice one. This is a good price. To have picked it up. Whoever picked this up, congrats, because this is a great price. As I said, this is like a $300 to $400 book normally in this grade.
Right. Okay. Well, somebody did get a deal then, if you're right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about this one.
This was a really good price.
I told you.
Look at that. Woo! This is a record low. No, hasn't sold as low as this since 2012.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. This is why I say to people, you know, look forward to those signature auctions, because the next day you're going to get some steals. And this is a steal.
Yeah. So I'll be a bit pissed off with Heritage if they put my books into the sale after the signature sale.
Yeah.
The last one of these sold at $400, Alan.
That's what didn't I say?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So it's kind of brutal. So I imagine whoever picked this up is going to flip it and make like a couple $100.
Yeah, they will. Yeah.
So hi, Denban, and hi, Kenneth. somebody got mad at me because I didn't say hi to them last time. So I'm saying hi to everybody. Okay.
I better say hello to my UK watcher. Hi, Terry. Yes,
so
the
Terry
weather
is dead man, right? So
yeah. The weather is awful here as well, Terry.
It's awful here too.
Oh,
so
okay.
Don't worry. Everywhere. But it's probably more awful here. We have you guys don't get the snow that we get.
No. Have you got snow?
We got like a foot of snow.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's like crazy.
Okay, like, you win on the weather front.
Yeah. So yeah, Ottawa's like in the snow belt. It's like really annoying. It's like you're actually probably more north than we are, but you get the Atlantic warming.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Right, shall we move on to comic 2?
Okay, wait. What's the census? I always like to tell people the census.
The census is 188.
Yeah. So really low census, hard to get in a high grade, hard to get with the poster, and sells for cheap. It's like somebody got a steal on this one.
Yeah, this guy's got a real bargain. I reckon, as you say, you could flip this the next day for 300 to 400.
Yeah.
Put it on eBay.
Yeah,
that's where the 400.
I see a lot of them do that, where these will flip the next. You'll see a rapid sale right after it.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see this next week. It'll be a new record. Okay, so what's the next book?
What is the next book? The next book is.
I just love this cover.
One of my favorites. But this is one of my favorite Spider-Man covers.
Yeah, I like Medusa as a character.
Yeah.
And this one, it's like, they make it look like she's the bad guy or something, but even in this, she's not the bad guy. She's not like they do kind of semi-fight, but it's like.
So this is just part of the mating ritual between Medusa and Spider-Man, is it?
Not quite, but it does. This is her form of hair play. Okay.
Hair play.
Instead of foreplay. But yeah, I mean, I actually like Medusa covers. There's this one and another one that are kind of like some of my favorite covers. But yeah, so this is like first appearance of Medusa in the Spider-Man title. It's her first crossover. She was in Fantastic Four, but beautiful copy, like a 9.4. I think this one went ultra cheap too. This is another cheap, really good deal.
So it sold for $336 for a 9.4. That's got to be cheap, Alan.
I think in 600 range.
Wow.
For a 9.4. I mean, this is like really high grade.
Oh, I'd have bought this for $336.
Yeah, it's like such a beautiful book.
I'm not a Spidey collector, but I love this cover.
Yeah, like I would just buy this as a cover buy. I've actually read the story, but she's like on the TV and stuff like that. It's kind of weird. Okay. But she's always destroying stuff. So.
Oh right, I want to see what a bargain. Somebody's got a bargain here. Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Okay. Can you show it? Yeah. You can see that there's like up and then.
Yes, yeah, so this is sold for $140 less than the previous sale.
Okay.
Which
actually, it's not as high as I thought it was. I thought it was more like the $600 range.
No, I think probably the for fair market value on this is probably something like $450.
Mm-hmm. What was the previous sale? So it was like
the previous sale was $475, and it was an eBay fixed price sale, which is what we see always. The eBay fixed price sales are always
a little high usually. Well, so this is more like a $350 book.
Yeah,
seems really cheap actually.
No, I think the right price for this is $450.
Okay.
And it's sold for $336. Somebody's just got a bargain for the reasons you've already stated.
Yeah. And what was the COVID peak? Like, I mean, I can see.
Well, there was one ridiculously priced one at $807.
Okay. Maybe that's where I'm getting my like
Yeah,
think
but you
of.
can't just base your prices on the highest ever one-off.
No, I just remember this being like a $600 book, roughly in that $600 range. But I would have thought that it would still be in that area, but I guess not. I mean, this will probably have a higher census count, right?
It's 2,700.
Yeah. I mean, that's a fairly high census count. I mean, there's a lot of spider collectors. So,
John Romita cover, Allan.
Yeah. Great. Senior as well, or not junior.
Yeah, senior. Yeah.
Just a great book. And this one actually really nice presenting. It's a 9.4, really white though, is my point. It was a really nice presenting one.
It's very cleanly presenting.
Yeah. So yeah. A little bit down. So that's not as bad as I would have thought. It's not like half price. It's like, down like 20%.
Yeah. Okay. Still, that's another bargain. There's two bargains, Allan.
As I said, this will probably be like a bargain list. And, it is what it is. It's like the day after.
What on earth is this, Allan?
So this one, I was a little bit shocked by this one. So this is Pep. It's just a random issue of Pep. There's no innuendo or anything special. Getting these Peps in high grade like this, though, is actually quite difficult. It's kind of a cute cover. I thought it was interesting. Like when I saw it, so they're basically going to be like listening to records and then they're going to record them on their tape recorder.
Yeah.
And it just reminds me of when I was a kid. Do you remember like when you get like the little ghetto blasters and you put the cassettes in it and you would record, or you'd create your little mixtapes and stuff like that? Just kind of reminded me of that. So I was being a little bit nostalgic. So this is on the list for nostalgic reasons.
Okay.
So yeah.
Elvis sings. It says here the records in the rack are Elvis sings Beethoven, and Francis Scott key plays music to greet the dawn by. I've never heard of any of it. Lullaby in rock and roll.
Yeah, well, it's probably like made up stuff. But the interesting thing was back in the day, like in the 60s, they used to have in like the record stores, they'd have like a listening room.
Yes, that's right.
Go into the room and listen to music. It's and then later on it became like a thing, like headsets that they would plug in. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I always like these books that are a little bit of time capsule thing where you can sort of see what how people lived back in the day. So I kind of think this one's interesting. I don't know. I'm weird that way. I like history. I like,
Okay. Well, I would definitely have, if I'd got the $360 to spend, I would have definitely bought that Medusa cover rather than this one.
Oh yeah. I would definitely prefer it. But this one seems really high. I mean, this is a lower grade and not as cool as the other one.
No. So this has probably gone for
a decent I felt like this was a high sale, actually. I felt like this was high.
Okay,
so let's see how it does. I bet it's like top of the census, though.
It's 1 of 1.
Oh, it's a new record. The market is recovering.
There's a total of 3 of these graded.
And this is the highest grade.
And this is the highest grade.
So let's compare it like just quickly to the 8.0, I guess is the closest.
Well, there's only 3 of them, Allan.
Well,
there's the 8.0. The last sale of the 8.0 was in 2019, where it sold for $107.
So this is like 3 times that.
Yeah.
Almost 4. Yeah, that's about right, believe it or not. Because you would expect sort of a doubling, like because there's this imaginary 8.5 that doesn't exist, and then there's the 9.0. So you double it for the 8.5, double it for the 9.0, which would be 4 times.
Yeah.
Someday you'll get my weird math, but it does make sense.
Yeah, someday I will. I'm not so sure about
Again, as I said, you just don't see these books in this high grade.
No. Okay. Well, that's because nobody grades them.
Well, that's part of it, but also it's really hard to find these books in high grade. Like people were really abusive to Archie comics.
That's dreadful.
So, yeah.
Right. Okay. Next up, Oh, this is nice. This is let's show you it. This is Tales to Astonish, number 3.
Yeah, actually, I felt like this was a reasonable sale too, believe it or not. Because I know it's an early Tales to Astonish, and it's one of those weird monsters. It doesn't have like a double vowel or double consonant.
No, it's not. It's not called Grogunt or Grogu or
Yeah,
Grogor or Grunter.
yeah, it's.
Oh, look,
But
and look. How many trilbies have we got on the cover?
yeah, it's totally a
1,
Kirby cover.
2, 3. It's a 4. It's a 5 trilby count cover. 6 trilbies. Yeah.
Both die coughing.
So,
okay.
I wonder who the artist was, Alan.
I'm gonna guess something beginning with a K.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So yeah, very Kirby cover. I think it's, I don't know why, but they always pick these kind of gray tones for the monsters. Like the monsters kind of all look the same with that, that look. I think it's cool how it's about to squish a car. But I feel like this is a good price for a high price for
a really good price. This is a really early issue. From what year is this? It's very early.
I think 58, somewhere
very
around
early Silver Age, 59.
59. Yeah. So I figured it was. I mean, it's early in the run.
May 59. Yeah.
So, but yeah, very cool book.
That's a nice looking 5.5.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see a couple little dings and stuff.
Yeah, what I mean by that is the colors are nice and vibrant. It hasn't faded.
Yeah, I don't know how bright that red would be, like at be on the top, but yeah, I mean it's a solid 5.5. I feel like I would have expected this book to be more in the $200 range. So it's a high sale.
It's in terms of sold price, it's a record.
In terms of inflation, slightly down.
Yeah, slightly down on and he hasn't sold since 2017. So this is
so it avoided the COVID spike.
It avoided the COVID spike, and it's sort of gradually gone up. So these are the type of ones Alan likes.
Hi, Kyle. So basically, this is one where it's a nice. It's not quite a great trend line, but it probably should have sold for a little higher.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was going to be a high sale. Well, it is a high sale, but it's not
as high as you'd thought.
Well,
there's only 121 of these on the census, Alan.
Yeah, a lot of these monster books, the Marvel monster books, have low census especially for Marvel. I mean, like less than, usually around under 200 even, which, I think there is a lot of potential for the monster Marvel books to go up in value just because they're a little bit underrated.
Yeah, it's a great looking one, that. Right.
Yeah. And they're kind of fun. I don't know. They're fun in their own kind of quirky way.
Okay. Next up, it's Amazing Fantasy, but not the one you expect.
Another monster Marvel book, by the way.
This is Amazing Fantasy number 11.
Mm-hmm. It's amazing adult fantasy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What difference does it being adult mean, Alan?
It's meant for adults. I don't know. No, they drop the adult later on, but so it's it's kind of a cool book.
I like the cover. Do strange signature creatures walk amongst us in human form?
Yeah, it's a transformation cover.
Yes, one of these conspiracy covers. Lizards really run the earth.
Yeah. So this is the truth.
Oh, I like the signatures beneath this. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. Very cool.
Yeah, very clean, very nice. I like that one.
Yeah, it's one that I don't think most people would be familiar with.
No.
Yeah.
So 384. Now, if you added 4 digits to this to make it Amazing Fantasy 15, it would be worth, in a 7.0, it would be worth quite a lot more than $384.
Yes, it would be probably closer to 100,000 or something crazy.
Damn it, missed it by 4.
I know. Close enough. Close enough.
Right. Okay. How much is this one? How did this do? It's down.
Yeah, this didn't seem like that strong of a price.
Yeah, is that a COVID price though? No, it's not. That's a 2023, that peak price. COVID didn't peak it. Didn't peak in COVID.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, I mean, somebody overpaid, maybe.
Well, guess where that one at high price sold, Alan?
Fixed eBay sale.
Correct.
Somebody overpaid, basically.
Yeah, I'm going to sell all my comics at fixed price on eBay.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to. Hi, Lau. Yeah, I mean, basically, that's what this tells you. That's what. Do not sell it. Do not buy it at a fixed price. I always like, if I see a fixed price on eBay that I think is out of out of whack with what the price should be, I always write the seller and say, hey, look, your price is crazy. And it does work. Like, I actually had one guy, he listed it at $400. I thought the fair market value was around $2. And I said, hey, I think the fair market value is around $2. Would you take $2 for it? And he's like, sure. So it works, so I'm just saying, you don't have to accept these crazy prices. So what's the census count on it? It's probably pretty low.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I have to go and find the right tab now.
You're on it, according to what we see.
Oh, yeah, I switched. That's okay. Right. Census count is 195.
See, under that 200. See, it's kind of the Marvel monster thing, under that 200 number for some reason.
Yeah. Right, that was a good one. Let's move on to the next one. We've had this one a couple of times. Mm-hmm. Is it the first Phantom Zone? I think it might be.
Yes, it is. If it's the one I'm thinking, I forgot my own list. Yes, first Phantom Zone, first General Zod as well.
Yes, it's a quite a reasonable key, isn't it? Adventure Comics 283, first Phantom Zone, first appearance of General Zod, and Dr. Zadu, and the last Congo Rilla backup story.
Yeah, lots going for this book.
Kurt Swan and Stan K cover.
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of a major key, actually. General Zod is like one of those bigger villains. I mean, he's at least appeared in the movies much more than even Darkseid or some of the other big Superman villains. So yeah, I think I was curious about this one. This is more of me being curious because I feel like Superman keys have actually performed quite well recently.
Do you?
Yeah, I feel like people are kind of interested in Superman.
Okay, I'm not sure we've noticed much, but anyway, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. How much did this sell for, Alan? $420. Okay,
420, 465. Seems reasonable.
Not too bad, actually.
Yeah, I mean, if this was Marvel, it'd be like way more than that. But if this is DC, so I expect very little pricing.
Yeah, sure. Let's have a look. It's completely flat.
Yeah.
Apart from a some fixed eBay sale.
We're learning a theme here. There's a theme that don't buy on a fixed eBay price.
It was a fixed eBay sale in November 2023. That one there.
Oh wow, that's way after COVID too. So that's like somebody really overpaid.
That, this book is almost entirely flatlined. It's dead, Alan. It's sort of if you have one of those monitors, that it goes beep beep.
It's
beep.
like flatlined. Oh, wow.
This one is dead. Is it going to be raised from zombie status anytime soon?
I mean, but is it higher than that before that big sale? What was the price of it?
What, 442?
No. That's the
Oh, that's
inflated
it.
price.
Okay. 349.
So technically, this is up over that previous price.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
mean,
get too
it's
excited.
yeah, it's not performing well. Um, but yeah, I mean, oh well, it's really hard to say. But look at the census. I mean, it's like such a low census.
Yeah, 511. Yeah, I'm afraid I don't have, I can't see this uplift in Superman keys, really,
But
Alan.
I think this is one that deserves to be higher. It really does. I mean, Zod has been in he was in the Justice League movie.
Yeah,
He was in the Flash movie.
yeah,
He was in the Superman, like one of the other Superman movies. He was
yeah.
in the original Superman series, like with Christopher Reeve. Like he's a character that people should know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yet he doesn't sell for much. It's like crazy to
Well,
me.
he's not on the cover,
Yeah,
but then it's a double key because it's the first Phantom Zone.
and the Phantom Zone's a big thing too.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah,
Guys, go out and buy Adventure Comics number
it's
283.
underrated.
Let's see if we can revive it from the dead, or give it
Yeah,
CPR or something.
yeah. I don't
Right.
know. It's very undervalued. Okay.
Okay. Next. Oh, Alan. Next up, it's a cracker. It's another Bronze Age horror comic. It's one of the.
Oh yes,
Now
that's what I figured you'd like.
Well, we've recently had in the last few shows. Alan has been nice to me because we've had the key House of Secrets comic, we've had the key House of Mystery comic, and now we've got my next favorite Bronze Age horror series, The Witching Hour.
The Witching Hour, #1, and it's the first appearance of the witch, I believe, as well.
It has the three witches.
Yeah.
Can you name the three witches, Alan?
No. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't
Mordred,
know.
Mildred, and Cynthia.
Okay, I never knew their names.
So, and they're very interesting, of course, because they go back in history, right back into the oldest legends of time. We've got they're also the three witches in Macbeth, of course. When shall we three meet again? They are, you can say are they the three fates? Who?
Oh wow, that far back.
Yeah, or one spins the web, one cuts the web.
Yeah,
that determines a man's life.
And what's the one where there's three? Is it three fates where they have one eye?
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff that goes back relating. One's an old woman, one's a
beautiful young woman,
a mother, and one's a grandmother type thing.
Yeah.
It's very classical. Neil Gaiman uses them again in Sandman, of course.
Yeah. So just a really cool book for that reason. And this is Neil Adams' art, I believe.
It is Neil Adams.
So yeah, lots going for this one.
No. It's got Neil Adams' art in it, but this cover is Nick Cardy.
Nick Cardy, wow, okay. I would have actually thought it has sort of a Neil Adams look. I always think of greens when I think of Neil Adams for some reason.
Yeah, wow, Neil Adams' art inside, but on the cover it's Nick Cardy.
Oh, very cool. So yeah, I really like Nick Cardy. He's a great artist. Wow, very cool. So
look at this cover. Look at the composition of this cover.
I know, it's really great.
This is by somebody who is a very confident comic book artist.
Yeah.
You've got the witch sitting on top of a tower overlooking the street of a town leading up to a spooky castle with a moon in the background. I mean, that is great composition, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm not sure if you noticed the cat just below.
Yeah, we've got a cat.
And it's really nice. It's And there's like, I don't know why there's a spotlight on the guy down below, but
that's the moon, I think.
The moon shadow, yeah.
That's the moon. Can you see the moonlight coming through the street, and it sort of ends with him. I don't know why it suddenly turned into a spotlight.
Spotlight, yeah. See?
It's slightly odd. $504. I'll tell you now, because I'm a big Bronze Age horror fan, as you know. I think this is a good price.
Okay. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure.
These have been underlooked, these Bronze Age horrors, and we have seen regularly on this show. These are one of the few categories that have actually been doing okay over the last 2 or 3 years.
I feel like there's a new interest, especially these Silver Age ones, because they're kind of leading into that Bronze Age horror, right? These are
these are the very early ones. These are the first ones. So this is probably 69,
68, 69, yeah.
At 69, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is very, very much at the start. This is a fantastic series. This runs right through the Bronze Age. Yeah. So it runs all 10 years through the Bronze Age, all through the 70s. I think there's about 80 something issues of it.
Oh, wow. For a really long running series. So.
Yeah. 10 years. Yeah. So let's have a look at this. Let me stop waxing lyrical about this.
So 504 for 80. I mean, that seems reasonable.
Yeah, is it a record, Alan? It's very close to it.
Very close.
Not oh no, sorry, this hasn't been listed here. That sold for 504. That is a record.
What's the previous score or previous?
They haven't plotted that 504 on this. 375 was the previous one.
Oh, okay, and what was the
504 is up here somewhere.
Wow. Okay, so and this is a legitimate record.
Yeah, legitimate record. Yeah.
And this is a legitimate record after I told everybody, oh, you got to buy during after the signature sale.
Yeah, so, but if I'd seen this list of books, if you'd put them in front of me and said, tell me one of these that's going to have hit a new record, this would have been my choice.
I think I really do feel like people are looking into these books, and like
I mean, look at how this has performed since since February 18.
I know it's gone up
$104, and it's gone up to 504 in 8 years.
Like I should get mine graded. I have a raw copy of this.
Yeah,
I imagine you have this book too, right?
I've got 2 copies of this, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, aren't you special?
And I think I've sold one as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look at the census. It's like 511 again. It's like really
511, which is crazy low. I think we'll see a few more of these arriving on the census in the next few years.
I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be like, like a flood of them happening onto the market. I really, I think there's a reason they're low. They're not as easy to get as the Marvel stuff.
Yeah. True. Right. Okay. So that was a good one. We have got a record.
That's actually a few records so far, strangely.
Yeah. Okay, next up. Right. This is a Daredevil #1 in a 2.5.
And it's not the usual suspect. Yeah,
it's a UK price variant.
And this is me I'm not trying to make fun of the UK. I'm really not. But UK ones, they just don't perform well.
They do not perform, no.
And it came out at the same time. It's not like, this is a later printing or something weird. It's just
same printing press, same paper. All they do is change a couple of the things with the 9D instead of 10 cents or whatever it is.
This one looks like it has some water damage.
It looks like a 2.5.
Yeah, I agree with Deadman. He says it's stupid cheap. That's how you agree. This is really cheap. This should be like $1,500, $2,000 book.
Yeah, this is racism
against the UK,
against the British nation.
Yes, well, they really don't like it. I don't see why. I mean, they're way rarer. This is better than a Canadian price variant. But
the Americans still fighting the war of independence, I think.
I guess so. But whoever got this, I think this is a steal. I think there's a lot of potential with the UK price variance. That, you know, if attitudes change, I always believe that attitudes can change. That these books can become valuable, and
I
even
don't
more
know,
valuable.
Alan. I've been looking at these. I've been going on about UK price variance for about 3 or 4 years. You've been on about it for about 2 or 3
Nobody
years,
cares.
and it doesn't seem to make any difference.
Whenever I bring it up to Steven, he's like, yeah, we don't like that funny money on the.
Yeah, well, exactly.
You know, but the funny thing is, there was actually a sale.
You know, if we had another war of independence, he'd be on the front lines, wouldn't he? With his, you know, he'd be down.
You know, it's really funny. There was a sale recently for a golden age Brazilian variant to some big famous book, right?
Yeah.
And it actually sold for higher than the American version.
Oh.
So it's like, and it's like all in weird language. It's like, you know, it's not, you know, this is like 1-to-1. This is like, you know.
Right, now, just bear in mind, this has not appeared on this listing, and it hasn't been put on the graph.
Okay, so let's
take
the
last one, which wasn't a UK one, in a 2.5, sold for $2,100.
That's what I was saying, about $2,000.
Yeah. Well, you were right.
So how about the UK variant? Like, it should show the variance.
There's no separate graph.
There's no separate graph. Like, usually at the bottom, if you scroll down, it'll say variance.
Nope.
Right there. Isn't that the variance? No?
Where?
Yeah, go down. Known variance, right there.
Oh, okay. I'm with you. Right. 10. Oh, okay. You're right. Yes.
Okay. See, we got some hope here. Okay, so basically it's already double if it's an American version.
Yeah.
Okay, look at the census, like 140. That's just like so low. It's like so rare.
But even against the last sale, this is down. Look.
Oh, well, I knew this was down.
What was look, the last UK one sold 4 months ago for 1,925. This is
that's a strong sale for UK, believe it or not.
Yeah, so this is half of the last sale.
Yeah, this one really didn't. I was like, wow, when I saw this one, I was like, somebody got a steal. This is just like crazy low. And it's really rare, like 140. Like if you go back to the American census, it's like 5,000 or something silly. It's 5,000, 6,000.
Yeah, Terry's saying, I don't care about the racism. I wish if I'd seen it, I could have scratched the money together. Yeah, exactly, Terry.
Yeah. I mean, this is just, it's criminal how cheap this one went for. Somebody really did steal this one.
Right, I don't want to look at this anymore. It's depressing. Right, moving on. Okay, it is Lobo number 1. This is
not the Lobo that most people are familiar with, but this is the first title that was devoted to a Black character.
Yeah.
And this is before Black Panther. This is, you know, and it's like one that just this is racism. This one.
So this is 1965. Now, Alan, was this before or after the first interracial kiss on public television?
I don't know.
Do you know the first interracial kiss on television?
Was it with I can think of like Ricky Ricardo and
no, it was Captain Kirk and Lieutenant Uhuru in Star Trek.
That's right. That would be 68 though. So this is earlier.
So that's a bit later. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. There you go.
67, 68 kind of time. This would be before that. So wow. I mean, a lot changed within like a couple of years after this. A lot changed. This one, like the people wouldn't put it on the newsstand. Like this one actually did suffer racism. Like this was like more blatant than the UK price variant racism. So, but I mean, this is a cool book. You know, you got a Black gunslinger, basically. You know, he's like a Black sheriff, right? Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Blazing Saddles a bit. You know, I think it's a cool book.
Tony Tallarico cover and art.
Yeah. At first appearance, first African American character, something.
To headline his own title. Yeah.
And this is a 9.4. This book, super hard to get in high grade.
Yeah.
And actually, Lobo number 2, which is they had 2 issues, is really hard to find. That's another, it's actually harder to find than Lobo 1. So, Star Trek's 1966. So, yeah.
Thank you. So it's quite close.
Yeah. But as I said, I think Black Panther came out the next year. it's like a lot changed, and nobody cared. Nobody batted an eye when Black Panther came out. So, hi, Bat. So yeah, this is a cool book. I bet this is like one of the highest graded copies of this book too.
Yeah, well, let's have a look. Okay, this is a high sale, relatively high sale. So the previous sale, which was on eBay, was for 1,600. However, there was a heritage auction sale. This peak here, Alan, unusually, was a heritage sale earlier this year.
Oh, wow.
When I say earlier this year, I mean 3 days earlier.
Oh, wow.
Was that the premium sale? That must have...
I bet it's like it probably was like the prime auction.
Yeah. Well, there was this sold in the prime auction for 3,240 in a 9.4.
And then it sells
sold at 2,000.
Wow.
Yes.
So that's what I tell you. This is like the effect that you get where if you buy it in the prime auction, because this is a prime auction kind of book. It's a high grade, it's a rare book. It's got everything going for it.
Yeah, so if I was the guy who got, so the person who got it in the prime sale got 3,200, and the person who got it in the show after got 2,000. I think I'd be a bit annoyed if I was the person who had the 9.4 that sold.
I would be incredibly annoyed. It's like, why did mine not appear in the prime auction?
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
So, and this is like the second highest grade. Oh no, there is a 9.8. So there's 2 higher grades. Okay.
Yeah, there's a 9.6 and a 9.8, and there are only 286 of these.
Yeah, really low census.
Yeah,
but yeah, very big book. It's one of those ones that you can find. Some people just don't know what it is, and you can find it. I've seen it go for cheap, where people just didn't know what it was. They just saw Lobo. It's like some weird title. Who cares, right? And I actually bought 1 and 2 that way. That's how I got my copies.
Okay, nice. Right. And it's the last comic of the night. Is Alan going to avoid any Spider-Man comics for a whole week?
No, we did. No, we already had a Spider-Man comic.
Oh, did we? Oh, what did we have?
We had
Medusa. I didn't count that because I like that one.
You like that one? Okay. If it's a good Spider-Man, then you're fine with it.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I see how it works. Okay. Okay. So what's the last book on the list?
It's this is a book that belonged to Dennis. Dennis Rasky. And it is a Fantastic Four #1 with sellotape marks on it.
You guys
grade 1.5.
Yeah, we can't see it.
Well, I'm describing it to you.
Okay. I think this one went really cheap too, by the way. But look at that stain. This is not a it's a really ugly.
Those are old sellotape marks.
Yeah.
Sellotape's still on it, probably.
Probably. Wow. That's probably the only thing that's keeping it together, probably.
Yeah, and sellotape doesn't count as restoration.
Which is so silly, isn't it?
Yes.
Like this book is literally pieced together.
It's all together with sellotape.
With like really decaying sellotape at that.
Yellowing sellotape. Yeah.
A 1.5. And it looks like it's in Fantastic Four pieces.
It does look like it's in Fantastic Four pieces. Somebody paid $3,360 for it, though, Alan.
Seems cheap, actually.
Well, it's cheap for a 1.5, but it's not. We've had this discussion before. When you get into these low grades,
it does matter.
There's good ones and bad ones within the same grade, isn't there?
This is a bad one.
This is a bad one. So I suspect it's gone for a low price.
Yeah. I think it's like a $5,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 book, something like that. It's like pretty expensive.
Yeah. But we've had this discussion. It depends on the individual. Look at that. Yeah, it's way down. There you go. It's way down. It's down here somewhere.
Oh my goodness. It's fallen off the cliff.
It has indeed fallen off the cliff. The last time it sold for as low as that was in December 2017.
Oof. So what was the peak? I love seeing those peaks.
The peak is ridiculously high at 16,500.
Wow.
Allan is laughing at the $13,000 somebody has lost on this comic.
That's pretty brutal. I feel bad for them. I really do.
We could tell that by the way you laughed, Allan. It was sort of like, it was like that evil laugh that sort of evil wizards have.
No, I mean, whoever got this is a steal book. I mean, like even with it looking horrible, this is actually a pretty cool book to get in your collection, just to have it. Like, that's why I always say with the low grades, people are paying premium dollars on low grades just to be into that book. They just want to have the book, right?
Yeah.
And this is a book that you have to really want the book in order to buy it, because it's pretty rough.
There are 3,193 Fantastic Four number ones.
Mm-hmm. And what's the FMV on this?
The FMV, well, the late 4,800.
Yeah, see, I was saying 5,000.
Yeah, I know, but this is it's a horrible copy.
Yeah, but 1.5 usually is a horrible copy anyway.
Nah, you can get good looking.
Okay, let me see. Let's see some of these other beautiful 1.5s that you're talking about.
Okay.
Look at that one. That was hideous. Okay, this one looks okay. One sec here. Scroll down. Let's see this pretty. But the previous one looked pretty bad. This one's not bad, actually.
Yeah, it hasn't got any tape all over it. I mean, that's a sort of standard.
Yeah, that's not too bad. it's a little faded, a little rough, but not too bad.
Yeah.
But the previous one that you kind of clicked by, I thought that one looked hideous. That one right there. See, this one's got like that weird thing at the top. It's got some chipping. Usually with a 1.5, you're getting kind of like big pieces missing.
Yeah, unless you've stuck one with sellotape.
See, the guy was smart. He would have gotten, if he didn't put that sellotape on it, it would have gotten like a 0.5. He tripled the grade. Oh well.
Well, okay, that is it for this week, Allan. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Bronze Age horror topping the list in terms of performance. And some pretty low results for comics following the key auction, especially that Lobo one. Lobo about $1,500 less for this exact same comic in the same grade.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
And the earlier comics we looked at as well suffered from the auction.
So we had a few records, though. That was the thing.
We had Witching Hour 1 was a record, and was Pep Comics a record?
Yeah, Pep Comics was a record, and then there was one other that was a record. It was like
a bit of a mix, but I wouldn't start celebrating about the recovery of the comic market just yet.
Not yet, but this was after, as I said, this is usually where you're getting the steals, because people have sort of spent their money on the signature auction, and they're not really paying attention to this one. This is sort of the under the radar auction. I don't know why they do that. They have them one right after another.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I really do feel bad for the guy with the Lobo. I mean, that's just unfair. It's like which auction you got into could really affect your price.
Absolutely. Well, okay, that is it for this week. Allan and I will be back for another live look at the Silver Age comic market next week. Hopefully it will be as interesting a list as this week's, and we won't have it full of Allan's sort of standard 10 comics. Look, he's pretending he doesn't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from
me. Bye.
Everybody's favorite Canadian. Okay.
Oh, thank
Bye.
you. Thank you. I got that today. Okay, cool.
Yeah.